Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine. So, today we will study Mendel and his hybridization experiment. So, you know G.J. Mendel, he is known as father of genetics since he has introduced the field of genetics through his hybridization experiments on garden pea. The scientific name is Pisum sativum, and he has studied the 7 pair of contrasting characters that we have discussed in the previous video, and those were plant height, flower position, flower color, pot shape, pot color, seed shape, and seed color. So today we will see his hybridization experiment. So first of all, you should know his technique of hybridization. Now, here in this picture, you are observing Mendel's procedure of cross pollination in pea flower and obtaining plants in next generation. So, what it is shown here, it is the process that is known as emasculation. Emasculation means removal of male character. That is, since we are studying about flower, so the removal of male reproductive part of flower, that is anther, it is removed from a bisexual flower, and this process is known as emasculation. Now the same flower, it will be treated as a female flower. So when the stigma of this emasculated flower, it will fully mature, then the pollens from anthers of flowers which are taken as male flowers, they were transferred. Now this is known as artificial cross pollination, means pollination by man. So after the artificial cross pollination, the cross pollinated flowers, as you can see, they are enclosed in a bag to avoid the deposition of pollens into the emasculated flowers, that is into the female flowers, through unknown. So now, before studying the monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross in detail, you should know some of the terms which are related with genetics. So inheritance, it means the characters they are passed from one generation to another, and variation means the dissimilarities between progeny, between brother and sister, as well as between parent and offspring. Then after that, you should know another term that is known as factor. So the Mendel, he has used the term factor for gene. So Mendel, he has used the term factor as a unit of heredity which is responsible for inheritance of character. So he has used the term factor, not gene, that is the unit of heredity. Now the another term, that is allele. Allele, it is the different forms of genes. So the alleles, they determine the same character but to a different degree. And one thing you should know, they occupy the same position in both homologous chromosome of a pair. And in normal condition, one of the form of this allele, it is dominant and the other one is recessive. So here you can see that this is the pair of homologous chromosome, that is one of the chromosome, it is from mother, other is from father. So if you consider the mark position where I have written the eye color, so if you observe carefully that the gene for eye color on chromosome first and on the second chromosome, they are on the same position. So the alleles, they are basically the different forms of genes. They are determining the same character and they occupy the same position in both the homologous chromosome of a pair. But normally one of the form, it is dominant and the other form. Then the next term is gene. Gene, it is basic unit of inheritance for a given character. Gene, it is basically a segment of DNA which is forming protein. So a segment of DNA which forms protein, it is referred to as gene. The genes, they are passed on from parents to offspring, and the term factor, it was used by Mendel in place of gene. Then the other term which is very important, it is character. So character, for example, eye color, it is a character. Height is a character. As you have studied in the previous video, pot shape, pot color, they all are characters. But now just focus on here in the picture, the character eye color. The color of the eye may be black, blue or green. These colors, they are known as trait. So the color, eye color, it is the character. Similarly, height is a character. But if we see the eye color, if that is black, blue, green, these are the traits. And similarly, if we consider height, the height may be tall or dwarf. Tall and dwarf, these are the traits, and the height is a character. So the two different forms of gene are known as allele. Now the another term is homozygous. When both the alleles, they are same, that is known as homozygous condition or pure line. For example, tall plants with genotype that is capital T, and dwarf plants with genotype small t, they are homozygotes. So they will produce gametes of type capital T and small t. So homozygous condition is one in which both the alleles are same. When the alleles, they are different, then it is known as heterozygous condition. Now let us see why Mendel has selected garden pea for his experiments. The reason is that it is a bisexual flower. So both androecium and gynoecium, they are present on the same flower. It is an annual plant also with short life cycle of 3 to 4 months. So his experiment could be performed easily within a short span of time. And there were many contrasting traits in the same plant which make his study easy. And natural self-pollination was present, and cross-pollination can be performed by artificial means. Moreover, the garden pea, it was easy to cultivate. Mendel, he has quantitatively analyzed inheritance of qualitative characters. This means Mendel, he has performed many experiments, and there were qualitative characters like characters of height, color, shape, seed color, flower shape, then flower color, pot shape, pot color. He has studied the qualitative characteristics from a same plant. So therefore he has used the garden pea for his experiments. Next is monohybrid cross. Monohybrid cross means when we consider inheritance of one character at a time in a cross, in an experiment. So that is referred to as monohybrid cross. Mendel, he has selected tall and dwarf plant. So here the parent, it is tall, that is pure and with capital T genotype, and the another parent is dwarf pure, that is with small t and small t genotype. Now if we see here, the gametes formed from this parent, it will be capital T and small t, and when these gametes, they will be crossed, and the F1 generation, the next generation, it will be produced, and it is heterozygous tall, so with capital T and small t. When this F1 generation, it was self-pollinated, then we will get F2 generation with a phenotypic ratio of 3:1, that is the 3 were the tall plants and 1 is the dwarf plant, but the genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. As you can see here, The first one, it is capital T genotype. Then the next two are capital T small t genotype. Then after that, the next one it is small t and small t genotype. So this is all for today. Take care everyone.